SpongeBob was the original SCP universe. I know enough VTubers who have a transformation fetish to know that this was what started most of their journeys. This Looney Tunes ass shit. Oh my god. I don't feel so good, Mr. Sponge. Okay, I think we're going to be watching a death battle. I know this is like an older one, but a lot of people said a lot of good things about it, and I just want to enjoy more death battle content, so I think we're going to go through some of the backlog of the older death battles and see what they're like. So, this one is SpongeBob versus Aquaman, which seems like such a wild and weird comparison to make, but hey, let's see what they did for this.
SpongeBob SquarePants.
Ooh, I can hear the crispy old microphone.
Aquaman, the classic third wheel of the Super Friends.
I mean, to be fair, if you think about it, they are basically the same person. They're both comic relief. They're both living under the water. They're both as gay as each other.
Inspiring creatures.
They're also home to these two losers. Though when it comes to cartoon characters, there's always more hidden beneath the waves. That's right, we're prioritizing the cartoons for maximum Toon Force shenanigans.
Some have tried, and oh boy, they failed.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find
weapons, armor, and skills? The only weapon that SpongeBob have is his mental illness.
The year was 1946. The former allies of World War II were engaged in a Cold War.
Pretty sure SpongeBob is a representation of my ADHD.
Communist East.
The United States changed history
bad guys.
forever with the introduction of the atomic bomb, a weapon of unparalleled nuclear devastation.
One of their most popular.
When people say my favorite superhero is, Aquaman is never usually the word that comes out of their mouth, unless it's followed up by Jason Momoa.
Bikini Atoll in the middle of the Pacific Ocean.
The results were ecological devastation and perhaps something more. Deep beneath the atoll, the fauna began to change. They evolved, becoming sentient, forming language, technology.
Wait, dude, wait, what? Is this the canon lore for SpongeBob? Like, I am not a SpongeBob lore enthusiast, so I'm actually not sure. But it wouldn't surprise me if this was the This is the canon lore for SpongeBob? Dude, I thought they were preparing us for fucking Aquaman's backstory. What? No way. Dude, that's so, like, apocalyptic. That's so dystopian. What the hell?
Bikini Bottom organized into a monarchy under the
God I have become
Neptune.
slightly more knowledgeable today.
Economy and a thriving artistic culture.
I mean, I suppose it makes sense when you think about it, right? Because the only thing that would ever spawn something of this monstrous nature is some kind of radioactive waste.
Animal kingdom, the sea sponge.
And one sponge in particular, the greatest among them, lives in a pineapple under the sea.
Oh!
SpongeBob SquarePants.
No, I wanted to sing the song.
So did
I don't know about greatest. SpongeBob
See, that's the Cognito
has
has right there.
Popular children's cartoons of all time, but he's a total dork. He's a painfully naive
who lives in a mansion in the limbo. Inky. Who's brain dead and as gooey as she. Da ba da ba da da ba da.
Flashiest life, but he's happy, and that's what matters, ain't it?
Not in Death Battle.
I want to believe that SpongeBob is the actual definition of no thoughts, head empty. Why have thoughts? Thoughts could have the chance of being bad thoughts. If I don't have thoughts, I won't have bad thoughts. I'll just live by instinct alone. Live like SpongeBob. Be a SpongeBob.
It doesn't. SpongeBob is routinely physically incapable of even the most
Oh my god, this is also like a Pokemon
like
thing, right? SpongeBob is what, 38 years old? Ash Ketchum, the perpetual 12-year-old, is in his 30s. Ugh.
He's the biggest wimp in town. Like the time he failed to lift a glass of lemonade, or the time a school bully gave him diarrhea, or the time he effortlessly rotated the entire planet. Huh.
Dude, I need to go back and watch some SpongeBob. Holy shit.
Despite being a real sea creature, SpongeBob is more like a kitchen sponge. Absorbent and yellow and porous is he after all. He can stretch and shapeshift his body any way he likes.
This might be more of an even battle than I thought. Can Aquaman rotate the planet? I don't think so.
Be full, though?
From an entire lagoon to... Oh god.
Wait, no, okay. I know trying to make logical sense out of SpongeBob shouldn't be done. But are they telling me that they gave one of the internet's first demonstration of water inside of water? Like, scientifically speaking, that does exist. You can have heavy water in water. But I don't want to believe that they had the thought process to instigate that into a cartoon logically. I know it's my fault. It's my fault. I'm trying to put logic to SpongeBob.
To... Oh god. Enough water to replace the moon?
Oh, and for some reason he has an insane healing factor. He survived being torn in half, vaporized, having his
I love how the
soul
concept of them
removed from
being in
his
the
body,
ocean is
and
just a
literally
concept that's
being
only there when
unraveled
it's
out of
like relevant to the
existence.
plot.
Okay, I think we're good. We can just end the rundown here.
No. I need to see how deep this rabbit hole goes. Perhaps his most mind-bending ability is his control over... bubbles. No, stay with me. This is unbelievable.
Huh?
Like a soapy Green Lantern
Was
ring,
SpongeBob
his
the
bubbles can
Aquaman that we
become
truly wanted?
anything he wishes, from guided cruise missiles
What?
to sentient life and entire bubble societies. That's a pretty similar effect to his magic pencil, which can draw anything he wants.
SpongeBob was the original SCP universe. No, think about it. SpongeBob was the original incarnation of eldritch beings, SCPs, and monstrous creatures that warp the fabric of our space and time. And I don't know if I like that concept or not.
Into existence and erase it from reality just as easily. The pencil was so powerful, SpongeBob
Because these are
sent
all
it back
literally
to the
just
surface where it
SCP
belonged. But in later seasons, he still
installments.
just has it for some reason.
And finished. I call him Doodle Whiz. He's just like you, but I made him with a pencil.
I'm calling the police.
I like chocolate milk.
Even the mundane.
See, I always thought
becomes
SpongeBob was,
godlike in SpongeBob's
I
yellow
always thought that
hands,
Foster's
like
Home for
his
Imaginary
red
Friends was very
blower, which
SpongeBob
hoovered
pilled.
up the entirety of Earth's oceans in
Doodle
seconds,
Kari,
and then
don't you
exploded
even.
on top of SpongeBob all at once.
It's estimated the entire mass of
Oh,
Earth's
Lynn,
oceans
thank you
is
for that
about
raid.
1.5 quintillion tons. Considering all the water refilled the planet in about 1 second, that'd be a kinetic energy of over 6,000.
So, we all know that this is going to end up being a no contest, right? Aquaman is going to abide by the laws of physics. SpongeBob don't need no physics. SpongeBob lives in his own reality. SpongeBob says, reality? I reject your reality and substitute my own. Bah!
Yoda tons.
That's enough energy to nuke Jupiter 13 times over. And SpongeBob was completely
Thank you for the raid, Lindsay. I hope you had a great
unharmed.
stream.
His
You enjoying
hydrodynamic
Monster Hunter?
spatula isn't just an impromptu bladed weapon, it's also his primary instrument to create the greatest foodstuff Bikini Bottom has ever seen. The Krabby Patty.
A burger
You haven't lived
so
on the internet
delicious,
unless
it's
you've
basically
YouTubed
magic.
what-
Not
how
only
to
is
make
it
your own
totally
Krabby Patty.
addictive, SpongeBob was romantically
You like
attracted to
Krabby
one.
Patties,
It can
don't you,
nullify mind
Squidward?
control, heal
Ah.
wounds, and even detonate.
SpongeBob has survived nukes point blank, hugged his best friend Patrick so hard their DNA fused, can ride on the scene hard their DNA fused.
Dude, I know enough furries to know that this was a furry fan fiction. I know enough VTubers who have a transformation fetish to know that this was what started most of their journeys. God damn!
Can ride on the
Horrifying.
scene transitions, and once
That-
cried so hard he
No,
flooded
wait, that was literally the progenitor for fucking Venom. Or, dude, no, even worse! This was the Dragon Ball Z fusion dance
cried
before
so
Dragon
hard
Ball
he
Z!
flooded Bikini Bottom, even though it's already underwater. Shit, he once grabbed a hold of this mysterious string and unraveled the entire universe. He literally undid.
Yeah, this is no context. This is no contest. Aquaman is just a very strong guy with flippers for a dick. Like, Aquaman is gonna get absolutely railed by SpongeBob's inability to abide by the laws of physics.
The fabric of reality in seconds. What the fuck?
What was that you were saying about anti-Toon Force?
I'm sorry. I'm not sure I've ever misjudged a character as severely as SpongeBob SquarePants.
Nice character out there, Wiz. Unfortunately,
Dude, that was horrifying. That was some Hellraiser levels of bullshit. Oh my goodness. What was that? A reality... what you need to counter SpongeBob is an SCP reality anchor. Or a cognito anchor. What are they called? There's like an actual device that prevents reality warping in the SCP universe. And for the life of me, I cannot remember the name of it. But anyone who knows the SCP universe knows what I'm talking about.
Fortunately for Roberto, the rest of the town only saw the goofy goober on the outside. It took more than one adventure
Here's
to
a goofy
prove
goober.
himself to
I'm
be
a goofy
real
goober,
hero.
yeah.
You think he ever banged that squirrel?
He's crushed Plankton's plans.
SpongeBob didn't, but the entirety of the internet did. And if you need any further example as to what I mean by that, remember, furries exist, and if a furry exists and a anthropomorphic character in a movie exists, well, 1 + 1 does equal 2 in this universe.
Won the Battle of Bikini Bottom against an army of killer robots, and even teamed up with fellow Nickelodeon stars Timmy Turner, Jimmy Neutron, and Danny Phantom to save the Nicktoons multiverse.
His biggest weakness is that he's a giant, suicidally naive idiot.
And depending on the humidity of the atmosphere around him, being out of the water can dehydrate and permanently incapacitate him.
Oh, also,
So the only way Aquaman may be able to win this is to...
But after that,
You know what this is? SpongeBob is one of those creatures where the imagination is his weapon. It's one of those things where you believe it to be able to be done, so it can be. There's a movie for that, I think. What was that movie called again? Either way, the only way you're going to beat SpongeBob is if you gaslight him. You're not going to be able to beat him. You need to make him believe that he's losing. You need to out-intelligence him to make him believe that he's getting his ass beaten, or he's like you're basically fighting a cartoon character. The only logic they abide by is the imagination.
oh boy, there's this one episode called Squid Baby where Squidward gets brain damaged into a giant baby and shits himself on screen.
What are you talking about?
Oh, right. Trials and tribulations and Hasselhoffs aside, it wasn't until SpongeBob
Dude, okay,
accepted
SpongeBob
himself for
movie
who he
kinda hit
was,
different,
he was
though.
rewarded with the greatest boon of all. Middle management.
So if nautical nonsense be something you wish, then pray to your yellow porous god for mercy, because his whimsical laughter is the last
We
thing
forget
you'll
that-
ever hear.
Most SpongeBob episodes were a trip into
Aquaman,
some
King
kind
of the
of...
Seven Seas.
We've covered Arthur Curry on the
Psychiatric
show before,
treatment.
and he's actually secretly awesome.
That's right, Boomstick. But the version we're dealing with today is from the bargain bin
Like,
cartoons
you watch
from the
SpongeBob?
60s and 70s.
Tell me how much your
Now,
therapist
you might
costs.
assume that means this Aquaman is a total loser, but really, have you watched all those cartoons?
Remember, this is from the era when Superman was sneezing solar systems apart. So get ready.
Art's origin is basically the same as
the
the
one thing that is superfluous through all of this is the inconsistency of being consistent. Oh, what's that? Superman can sneeze apart realities. Goku can literally punch a planet in half. Man, where's that superpower a couple episodes later? Oh yeah, it's only there because it's relevant to the plot. At least when SpongeBob does it, it's consistent.
Silver Age comics. Tom Curry was a humble lighthouse keeper who decided one day to fuck a fish.
He did not do
Oh.
that. He procreated with Atlanta, an Atlantean from the...
Procreated, boinked, had sex, absolutely shit out of the dolphin. These are the same ways of saying the same thing, just some of them sound more eloquent.
underwater city of Poseidonus, and from their union, Arthur Curry was born
guys,
with
be honest.
magnificent aquatic
Who
abilities.
wouldn't?
And he's
A
the king
mermaid.
of Atlantis, too.
Oh, wait, no. It says here that was introduced in the comics later. Here he's just some guy with magnificent aquatic abilities and a giant mutant seahorse that neighs just like a land horse.
This Aquaman comes from a time when everybody who's anybody had their own secret cave with assorted gadgets. He's got an underwater jet ski, a net, octopus ink, a water pistol, and a portable heat ray to blast
This version of Aquaman sounds like the most basic bitch bargain bin superhero imaginable. This is the kind of nerd that would rather go out saving seahorses and oh my god, I just realized they based the Deep from The Boys off of this Aquaman. Think about it. Because the Deep and this Aquaman both share in common, they fuck the octopus. They are the discount bargain bin superhero that nobody takes seriously. And they both get cucked by everything.
Right through solid ice. Not exactly mind-blowing, but, you know, I'm sure we're ramping up.
We sure are. Aquaman's hybrid human Atlantean biology grants him superhuman strength and the ability to breathe underwater indefinitely and withstand the crushing
He kind of got
depths
thick
of the
thighs there, not
ocean
gonna lie.
floor.
The pressure at the bottom of the Mariana Trench is 16,000 pounds per square inch.
Oh.
That's like being stepped on by 100 elephants. Which is a lot, I guess.
Aquaman is also an incredible swimmer, able to travel from Florida to Maine
A good
in
swimmer
under
is
an hour.
Aquaman? That's crazy.
Almost twice the speed of sound. He can create water balls and whirlpools out of thin water, and fittingly, water-based attacks are completely ineffective against him. And of course, you can't forget his aquatic telepathy.
He can talk.
Like, he is... You know what he is? Aquaman is that, like, autist ADHD spectrum person. He's the representation of neurodivergency. He is the kind of dude that is so autistically hyperfixated on his job of being a superhero that the lady comes by being like, oh, Aquaman, yes, I'm trying to seduce you. Not now, woman, I'm trying to save these horsefish. And then you realize that, like, he's probably got, like, a 12-inch dick.
to fish, and he can even control people.
It's just a shame he'll never use the damn thing.
Right?
Oh, actually, that second part is also just from the comics. Cartoon Aquaman can talk to fish, which is
Yeah,
awesome.
he's definitely on
His
the spectrum.
telepathy can reach several miles, summon hundreds of sea creatures at once, and works on anything from microscopic organisms to alien life, as long as it's aquatic alien life, of course.
But he can still mind control them, right?
Kind of. He can free them from
Not mind control,
and even
just
influence their emotional
convince,
state to some degree.
hoodwink,
But besides
bamboozle,
that, there have been
blackmail.
times when sea creatures have just ignored his commands outright.
Wiz, I'm gonna be straight with you. You haven't said anything remotely mind-blowing yet. Does this Aquaman actually suck?
Hold your horses. Aquaman's exploits were so world-renowned, he banded together with Earth's
yes,
mightiest
absolutely.
heroes to form a team capable of defending the planet, nay, the universe, from any threat.
Oh
The
my god, these
Super
old
Friends.
cartoons just hit
The
different.
Super Friends. They're like the
This, all I can think of now watching this is the ultimate showdown. You remember the end of that animation? Batman, Superman, everything's Power Ranger, Bill, Head, Theodore, Lone, Dr. Rock, Spock, Ark, and Old Cohen all came out of nowhere, lightning fast, and they kicked Chuck Norris as the cowboy ass. There was the bloodiest battle that the world ever saw, with civilians looking on in total law. The battle raged on for a century, many lives were claimed, but eventually the champion stood. Inky was better, and she sucked your dick in a sweater. Anyway.
dime store knockoff version of the Justice League.
What? No, you've got heavy hitters like Superman, Wonder Woman, and Batman,
Keep going.
Flash, Green Lantern,
Uh-huh.
Apache Chief, Samurai, Black Vulcan, the Wonder Twins. and
Literally
the Monkey
bargain
Fleet.
bin heroes.
Stop.
Guys, we want
embarrassing
super.
yourself.
Can we have the
Wait,
Justice
his
League?
best
But
direct
honey,
strength
we have the
was when
Justice
he,
League at home. The Justice
Moved
League
some
at home.
trash. About 50 metric tons of it.
The jokes write themselves, huh? Fun fact, Aquaman once enrolled in an American college under the name Mr.
This does
Waterman.
feel like the kind of thing that would have
Working
a.
with pretty hefty
Wait,
IQ.
wait a minute. Isn't there like a spoof of Aquaman in SpongeBob? It's that like that old gray-haired guy with the starfish on his nose. Wasn't that a parody of Aquaman to begin with? Yeah, Mermaid Man.
Here, huh?
Okay,
You
so
know
he's
you're in a
lame
bad
and
state when the
arguably
thing you're going up
completely
against has
lame. I was
a parody of you.
convinced I'd find some crazy, insane Popeye punch.
Yeah,
at
this
the
ain't
end
even a
of it
competition.
somewhere, but no, he sucks. He actually sucks. His best feat is literally garbage.
I'll,
So, yeah, I think we've all come to the realization that this Aquaman kind of blows chunks. But let's do a little bit of logic. Sure, this Aquaman is cringe. But you know what was cringer? The people who watched it. Now, I'm not sure what that says, whether people were that bored or that desperate. But people watched this, which says something about them rather than him.
Take over from here, Wiz. Aquaman is a bit of a joke, sure, but he's not completely useless. He's dodged laser beams, defeated a living Titanic by luring it into an iceberg. Seriously.
No!
And this
Mr. President, a
undying,
second Titanic has been sunk in the ice fields.
By summoning seagulls to pelt her with clamshells. He once even outswam this Kryptonian pterodactyl monster, Rokan, who flew from the edge of the galaxy to Earth in about 15 seconds.
Okay, that's really impressive and everything, but Rokan, I know furries that would f the shit out of you. Fight me. Fight me. I dare you. I'll summon the furries. Yeah, that's what I thought, bitch.
Wait, really? Okay, now we're talking. That'd be over 55 billion times the speed of light. And Aquaman's swimming clearly outmatched that. It doesn't matter if it looks lame.
You get one, buddy.
And hey, he could probably kick your ass, person that's watching at home, so that's something.
Oh, God. You know, looking back at these old animations, I am somewhat thankful technology has moved on. Principles of animation and animation quality has gone through the fucking roof. Yes, Aquaman just reverse necked himself. And at the same time, oh look, they couldn't even color in the lines. Because back then they had to draw out every single frame of animation, which is why his eyes didn't have color. And trying to do animation on acetate screens to layer things made it very hard to get this kind of stuff to work properly. I could sit here and autistically talk about animation principles and how animation has come such a long way since the early 80s and 90s, but we have a death battle to watch.
And that's watching at home, so that's something.
Well, not
but
if
has
he's on
Aquaman
dry
had
land.
AI
If he's out of the
music
water
rap
for
battles
even
made
1
about him?
hour, he dies.
Don't think so.
Never mind, person watching at home.
Because I've watched
hide
AI
for breakfast,
SpongeBob
lunch,
music
and then,
videos.
stomp on his corpse.
We are not
Is
the same.
raw power really
We are
what
not
makes
the same.
someone a hero, or is it the drive to
Nothing
help
says
others, to be of
autism like
service,
watching,
to sacrifice. That's what a
and
hero is to
enjoying
me.
SpongeBob
And I'd say
AI
Aquaman's
music
got as
videos.
much of that as there are drops of water in the ocean.
He's about to die.
Yeah. Yeah. The combatants are
Guys,
set
one's
front
in the
of
chat
raw
if we believe that
possibility.
Aquaman is about to die.
One possibility.
It's time for Aquaman.
The only way Aquaman wins is by gaslighting SpongeBob. Ooh.
Mermaid Man? Wait a second. You're not Mermaid Man.
The name's Aquaman.
Ah, they're doing like a pixel style. That's so cool. I adore pixel animation. It is one of my favorite forms of animation. This shit right here, mwah, chef's kiss.
Evildoer.
Evildoer? I'm a hero.
I saved this city. There's only one real hero here, fiend. And he's a super friend.
You see, sir, I'm a sea sponge, phylum porifera, and you can't just...
Guys, I think we're about to watch a murder. But we have to question, is SpongeBob going to be smart enough to understand that he's being assaulted right now? The only way Aquaman wins is by gaslighting.
How about a little karate, Waterman?
It's Aquaman.
Ew! I didn't want to see a friggin' sponge bulge.
And as the king of the seas, he's mine to command.
This Looney Tunes ass shit.
Just reaching out to you, Sponge. Let him have it, chums.
Oh no. SpongeBob figured out how to use mitosis. We're all doomed. We are all doomed.
Great Neptune!
Get a load of this, Seaman!
Damn it!
Okay, let's take that phrase and coin it slightly differently. Get a load of this, Seaman! Yo! Get a load of this, Seaman! Get a load of this, Seaman! Get a load of this, Seaman! Get a load of... I shouldn't say that any louder.
It's up! Need water powers.
Oh, what a pussy.
Is there nothing I could
Maybe if you went down on...
I see it now.
Oh.
A multiverse of Aquaman.
All of whom are way better than you, buddy.
And out of all of them,
I'm cringe!
I'm the lamest fucking one!
Well, at least he's self-aware.
I'm a ripoff. A joke.
But you are the original.
I'm no superhero.
People used to say the same kind of things about me.
Oh no! Oh no, the one thing that could have happened that would have ended this sooner. They're relating! No!
Wingnut, Knucklehead McSpazatron. But every day, I get back up and say 2 words. I'm ready.
May the best hero win.
Oh, now we got a fight going. Oh, this animation is so good. Yeah, we're definitely watching some more of these in the future. What the fuck?
What?
What was that? The other side of the...
other side of the universe.
Womp womp. No. Well, that's not fair.
I'll prove it to you. I'll be a real superhero.
Dude, this goes hard. This goes so hard. What the hell?
Don't cry.
Yeah,
Sponge.
we all saw this coming.
Let's be
It wasn't...
super.
Oh my god. I don't feel so good, Mr. Sponge.
KO!
Was there any doubt it would end this way? I don't think so.
What is it with ridiculously OP nautical-themed cartoon characters on this show, Wiz?
This was an incredibly close fight.
No, it wasn't!
Gotcha! Obviously, Aquaman didn't have a snowball's chance in hell in defeating this little spongy bastich.
Where do we even start? With his bubbles and magic pencils, SpongeBob could basically do anything he wanted. There was no way Aquaman wouldn't get totally overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Especially with his
Yeah.
much more
It would be
limited
the equivalent
arsenal.
of you
I can't
trying to fight the
think of a more
IRS with your
lopsided matchup than
taxes.
someone
Well,
whose
no, I
main
don't want to
attack
fight
is
my
throwing
taxes.
water
IRS
against
doesn't
a
like that.
sentient
The
sea
IRS are
sponge.
rapidly approaching
Aquaman's
your
only
location.
potential option was his telepathy, but as we've covered, it's far less powerful than his comic counterpart. There's no reason to believe SpongeBob wouldn't just ignore Arthur's commands.
Even if it was straight up mind control, SpongeBob's Krabby Patties straight up cancel mind control.
And really, nothing Aquaman had could overcome Bob's utterly broken regeneration.
Hey guys, if this
Little
video
Yellow
does
Dude
well,
survived
I'll make
being
a
completely
patron series where we
disintegrated
react to
into dust
SpongeBob.
And even erased from reality. All Aquaman can do is punch kind of hard, and even that's basically useless against Bob's squishy body.
Maybe Aquaman could have found a way to dehydrate SpongeBob enough to keep him permanently incapacitated, like when he and Patrick were trapped in Shell City.
But that would require the fight to take place out of the water, which messes Aquaman up way harder than it does SpongeBob.
Yeah.
And it also require the fight doesn't instantly end up with SpongeBob karate chopping Aquaman at 10 shit zillion times the speed of light, splattering his atoms against Saturn. Cause yeah, remember when SpongeBob unraveled the universe?
Consistency.
Considering
No, I'm sorry, I need to do this one. This is fucking insane. Compared to SpongeBob's size,
SpongeBob-
the string's
okay.
width is about
SpongeBob can't lift a glass of lemonade,
We can use
but
that to find
can
the volume
lift
of, say,
the
1 meter
fabric of
string
space
compare
and
that to
time.
the volume of the entire observable universe. Considering it took SpongeBob about 5 seconds, he would have had to be pulling at 8.2 times 10 to the 78th power times faster than light.
And he still can't lift up a glass of lemonade. Isn't it so convenient that this only happens, that his strength is only weak when the plot demands it be?
That's as many times faster than light as there are atoms in the universe.
This is the fastest calculable speed feat in our show's history. And it belongs to SpongeBob SquarePants.
But do you think he could take on
Oh,
comic
God.
book?
I certainly hope nobody showed Pyrocynical this scene.
But do you think he could take on comic book Aquaman?
Yes.
Have you been listening to anything I've been saying?
Good point. Because let's not forget,
Of course I didn't forget.
that string feat also destroyed the entire universe. And stuff like that is actually consistent.
SpongeBob is literally aware of the fourth wall and has rewritten the plot of his own story as he's living it.
He's
Screw the
literally a
pencil or
Deadpool.
the bubbles. He can just will whatever he wants into existence from his imagination. He's a god, a yellow, spongy god of death.
And that's why
You guys hear that? Ooh, ah, ooh. Ha, yeah. Kratos heard that. Kratos is approaching SpongeBob's location rapidly. Kratos heard that there's a god that hasn't been vanquished.
he beats Goku.
At least Arthur finally got to be a real hero. And at the end of the day, that's what matters.
Yeah, sure, whatever, pal. He's dead. Too bad for the King of the Seas. That sure was one sweet victory.
The winner.
It was
is SpongeBob
stupid,
SquarePants,
but it was funny
our
to watch.
god.
Bam. All right, guys. That's that one done. Thank you very much for watching. We're going to start watching more of these in the future, and I'm looking for suggestions for, like, patron-exclusive series to watch. Currently, we're dabbling with the idea of maybe doing Adventure Time, so if you ever want to join us live in reacting to this stuff, then join our Twitch, and if you want to join our Patreon to get patron-exclusive reactionary series and other such things, then by all means join our Patreon as well. And I will see you all later. Bye-bye.